Alright guys, so welcome to the module 4 of this course. In this module we are going to look at create a simple and unique approach to create, brand and package your online course to make it valuable. So in this module I'll be showing you how to create, brand and package your online course within 48 hours. Yes, if you follow this process I'm about to show you right now, you can actually create, brand and package your online course within 48 hours. And of course it is going to be valuable and irresistible. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is to carry out a research. All right, you need to carry out a research because when you have a topic you want to create your online course around, or when you've chosen a niche, you also want to get more ideas so that you are sure that whatever content you are going to put into the course is something that's going to help your students. All right, so sometimes people get stuck with this stuff because they don't really know how to carry out a research in order to get more ideas, or in order to get content ideas that they can actually put into their online course. So the first thing you want to do is to use a survey. So you can create a survey form on Google Form or on SurveyMonkey and ask some basic questions. All right, and this will actually work well if you have already built an audience. Yes, that is if you've already built an audience that listens to you. So for example, let's say you want to create a course that teaches business owners how they can create sellable content for their businesses and their brands. So you can create a Google form, and then you ask them questions like, what do you struggle with the most when it comes to creating content for your business? What would you like to learn more when it comes to creating content? All right, what would you like to learn more? Okay, so what are the things that comes to you easily when it comes to creating content? So these are just examples anyway, but the idea is that you want to know what they struggle with, and you want to know the things that they would like to learn, so that you can know the solution to put into your online course. You can know the solution to put into your online course that will be beneficial to them. So if you've already built an audience, you can actually get feedback from your audience by creating a simple form and then telling them to help you answer the questions that you're going to ask on the form. Okay, most times if the audience are loyal to you, they will actually take time to help you answer those questions. So from the questions that they ask, you can know their pinpoints, and then you will also know their desires, so that you can know how to better serve them through your online course. All right, the next one is to do keyword research. So you can actually make use of Google Keyword Planner to do a keyword research and check for the keywords that people are actually searching for the most, and from there you can know exactly what people in your niche need and what you should be giving them in your online course. All right, another place that you can get content ideas from is by watching YouTube videos. All right, YouTube videos. So if you want to create your online course and you want to get more ideas on content you can put into your online course, you can go to YouTube. All right, you can watch videos. You take down notes. All right, you take down notes and then you convert your notes into content that you can create your online course with. All right, so YouTube is a very, very big university, and the good thing is that it is free. The only thing you need to access YouTube is your data. All right, so one thing I do is that sometimes if I want to get content ideas by watching a YouTube video, and I go to YouTube, I look for a video that has a lot of views. All right, let's say 100,000 views and above. Okay, it's an indication that people are actually looking for that solution. So if the YouTube video is actually answering the question I'm looking for, I'm going to watch that YouTube video. I will take down notes, and then I will turn those notes into content and use it for whatever product I want to create. So I don't only do it for online courses, I do it for almost all my digital products. That is, if I actually want to get content ideas by watching a YouTube video for that particular product I want to create. Okay, so there is nothing wrong with going to watch YouTube videos to get content ideas, as long as what you want to teach your audience is something that will help them move from point A to point B. There is nothing, not absolutely wrong with that. All right. Also, you can read articles online. You can read blog posts. Okay, you can read blog posts to help you get more content ideas. And then finally, you can ask questions on your social media handles. So on your Facebook profile, for instance, you can ask questions. You can ask questions on your profile, and then from the answers that people give, from here you can start getting content ideas. For example, let's say you just ask on your wall that what business can a student start with 10,000 naira on campus? And you'll be surprised that people will start giving you answers in the comment section. Okay, people will start giving you answers in the comment section. Or you can ask, what offline business can I start with 1 million naira and make at least 5,000 naira profit daily? And they will start giving you answers. From the answers they are giving, you can use that answers to create your content, create something that you're going to teach your students. Okay, and this is one thing I do when I hang around Facebook groups, because for some people, when they go to Facebook groups and people ask questions like this, they just read the comments and just walk away. No. Do you know that when people are asking this kind of questions in the Facebook group, it is an indication that they are looking for a solution, and the answers they are looking for is in the comment section. All right, and that answer is something that you can actually pick and create a course with. Yes, because people are already giving the answers to that question, and there are also lots of people who are having similar question. All right, they have similar question. They are looking for, they are having similar challenge, and they are looking for someone to help them answer that question. So when you're in a Facebook group, for example, and people are asking questions, and you find out that people are commenting, go to the comment section and read what people are saying. From there, you can get ideas. Sometimes it might not even be an online course you had an intention to create, but when you see that, okay, this person asked this question and a lot of people are actually responding, does it mean if I create a course around this topic it's going to sell? Okay, like I say, you don't need to be an expert. Yes, you don't need to be an expert. What people are looking for is result. What they are looking for is a solution. Once you can give them that solution, that is it. Okay, so when you hang around Facebook groups, you should shine your eyes. Let me use that language. Okay, look at the kind of questions people are asking and look at the answers people are giving, and see how you can actually create a digital product or an online course out of it. All right, so you can ask these questions in the group. You can ask these questions on your personal profile, whether on Instagram, whether on Facebook. It could even be on your WhatsApp status. Okay, you can ask a question on your WhatsApp status and your audience are going to respond to you via inbox. All right, so let's move on to the next thing now, which is the 5 stages of creating an online course. Okay, so I want to walk you through the 5 stages of creating a money-making online course with a smartphone. And the first stage is mind mapping. That is the first step. All right, so what you do on this stage is that you pick a sheet of paper, you pick a pen, and then on the sheet of paper, just draw a circle. All right, draw a circle in the middle of the sheet of paper, and inside that circle, write the topic of your online course. Write the title of your online course. All right, so when you write the title of your online course, you are now going to pen down all the ideas you want to share in your online course. Whatever comes to your mind, just be dumping it. That is what is called mind mapping. So anything at all you feel like this is something you want to teach inside this online course, just be writing it on that paper. Okay, that is what it means to do mind mapping. Okay, so you are going to be writing all the ideas around the circle. So you are going to, like, you draw out an arrow, you do another circle, you write an idea inside, you draw out an arrow, you turn it into a circle, you write another idea inside. So you keep expanding and expanding and expanding until you dump everything that you have in mind to share inside your online course. All right. So don't hold anything back when you are doing this exercise. Don't hold anything back. Whatever comes to your mind and you feel like this is something you actually want to share in your online course, ensure that you jot it down. Now, once you are done with your mind mapping, the next thing you want to do is to create your outline. Okay, so how exactly do you create your outline? You are going to look at the ideas that you've written down on that sheet of paper, and you are going to pick the major topics that you want to teach in your online course and then turn it into your module. All right, you turn them into modules for your online course. So you have module 1, module 2, module 3, just like you see me doing in this course. All right, so you pick all the major ideas or all the major topics and then you turn them into modules. All right, so once you do that, you now go ahead and create your content, that is the bullet point. So you can say module 1, this is the topic of module 1 and these are the contents or these are the bullet points. All right, now let's say your module 1 is how to cook yam. All right, how to cook yam. So your bullet points or your contents could be, first of all, you have to peel the yam, you have to wash the yam, you have to get your pot ready, you light your gas, you put your pot on the gas, and then you put water and you now put your yam. Okay, so what you've done is that you've broken down your model into bullet points, into step-by-step and processes. All right, so that is what you are going to do with your bullet points after creating your outline. Okay, so the next thing is to design your slides, which is optional because, like I said, there are actually 2 ways that you can record your online course. The first one, which is face to camera, and the second one, which is to record your screen. So if you are going to record your screen in your online course, then you have to design your slides. Okay, you have to design your slides, and once you design your slides, you are going to start recording your course. Okay, so what do you use in recording your course? Of course, it's your smartphone, and I'm going to show you how to do everything in this particular course. All right, so now that we are done looking at the 5 stages of creating an online course, let's move on to the steps to creating your online course. So the first step is to follow the process. So you already have your course outline, you have your bullet points, and you have your slides ready. So ensure that you record your online course following the process. Okay, so make sure you follow the modules, you record them according to the way that you have structured your course so that you don't get yourself confused. All right, you can see just the way I'm doing in this course, so that when your students are going through your course, I mean, it should be something that it should be A, B, C, and D. All right, they are taking it step by step, so that your course doesn't look scattered. All right, so make sure that you follow the process to record your course the same way you have structured your course outline. Right, the next one is to have a deadline. This one is very important because procrastination is a killer. I will do it tomorrow, I will do it tomorrow, I will do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. So if you want to be able to create your online course as fast as 48 hours, because like I said, if you follow the process I'm teaching you in this particular module, you should be able to create your online course within 48 hours. Yes, so ensure that you set a deadline that you're going to finish creating your online course and put it in the marketplace. And one thing that I've always done that is always helping me when it comes to setting deadlines is that, naturally as human beings we like to procrastinate. That is the truth. Everybody has that thing in there. It just takes sheer discipline for you to show up and do the things that you're supposed to do, whether you like it or not. All right, so one thing I've always done that has been helping me to meet up with my deadline is that the moment I conceive an idea to create an online course, the next thing I do is to create my mock-up, whether it's an online course or any other digital product. The next thing I do, even if it's an online training, I'm just giving you an expo now. The next thing I do is to create the cover for the online course or the flyer, and I start my advertisement immediately. All right, so I've already fixed a date to launch that course. Now, no matter what, I have to meet up with that date. So I'm working with the date, knowing full well that probably people have already started paying for the course or people are waiting to pay for the course. So that's way I'm off and doing to ensure that I finish recording the course. All right, so if you can adopt this strategy, it is also going to help you a lot. All right, the next one is to remove distractions. All right, you need to get rid of every form of distraction. Whatever is not going to support you when it comes to creating your online course, you need to cut it off. If it is social media, then you can put your phone on do not disturb mode. All right, so that you can actually concentrate when it comes to designing your slides or researching or shooting your videos. All right, so anything that will distract you, take them away. And also anything that is not relevant to the online course, please remove it, because a lot of people think that when you're talking about creating the course with value, you have to create a course with 100 videos, or you have to design 150 slides before people will know that you are actually creating value. See, someone can create a video of 20 minutes, sell it for 50,000 naira or 100,000. It is not about the length of the video, it's about the value the video is offering. So when you're talking about value, we are talking about moving people from hell to heaven. We are talking about moving people from pain to pleasure. You are talking about moving people from point A to point B. You are talking about moving people from where they are to where they want to be. That is what it means to create a course with value. All right, it's not about the amount of the videos in the course or the amount of the number of slides. No, that's not what it means to give value. All right, so anything that is not relevant to your course, please cut it off. All right, and focus on the main thing. Now the next one is to record your course. Yes, you actually need to sit down and record your course, because if you don't sit down to record, nothing is actually going to happen. Okay, so just make up your mind to sit down and record your course. You also need to be consistent. All right, you need to be consistent with working on your online course. If you've blocked out 2 hours to work on your online course today, make sure you actually spend that 2 hours working on your online course. All right, let's say you want to spend 2 hours to record videos today, make sure you spend that 2 hours to record your videos. Then want to spend 3 hours tomorrow to edit your videos, make sure you spend 3 hours to edit your videos. The moment you set the ball rolling to create your online course, make sure that you are always working on the course until you finish working on it. All right, also you can get an accountability partner to hold you accountable. On your own, sometimes you might want to procrastinate, like I said, but when you know that you have someone that you are reporting to, it is easier for you to be on your toes and do the things that you are supposed to do. And if you want to make it easier for you, I will advise that you don't get an accountability partner that will be soft on you. Get someone that will be hard on you. If possible, send a particular amount into the person's account and tell the person, if I don't finish this course before this date, you can eat that money. All right, and make sure it's an amount that if you lose, it's going to pain you, and you will see what will happen. Nobody will tell you before you start doing the things you're supposed to do. Sometimes the reason why we are not doing the things we are supposed to do is because nothing is pushing us. Yes, no one is pushing you. So get an accountability partner, someone that will hold you accountable, and tell him you are working on this project, you're working on this course, and you want to finish working on this course by this date. You are sending this amount of money into his account, and if you are not able to meet up with the deadline, he can go with the money. All right, or you can say, okay, every day this is what I'm going to be doing in my online course. All right, and the person can say, okay, for any day that you miss to work on this particular task, you are going to pay me 1,000 naira, or you're going to send me an airtime worth 1,000 naira. So if you know that if you don't carry out a particular task, you are going to pay for it, nobody will tell you before you'll be on your toes to work. So that is one thing that an accountability partner can help you to achieve. All right, so if you get one when you're working on your online course, it is going to help you to actually speed up the process of creating your online course.